The Valdrine auction house reeked of ozone and desperation. Orla pressed her palm against the transparent barrier, watching the mechanical warhorse limp across the display platform. Its left rear leg dragged uselessly, sparking against the metal floor with each agonizing step. Lot 847, the auctioneer's voice crackled through the translator implant. Terran-designed K9 combat unit, salvaged from the Outer Rim conflicts. Minor damage. Starting bid, 50 credits. Laughter rippled through the crowd of alien merchants and scavengers. A Thaxian trader clicked his mandibles in amusement. Minor damage? The thing can barely walk. Orla's jaw tightened. She'd seen that model before. A K9 Alpha, one of humanity's first attempts at autonomous combat support. Outdated now, sure, but in its prime, a single unit could turn the tide of a skirmish. This one had clearly seen hell and survived. 50 credits, a Krellian merchant sneered, waving a tentacle dismissively. I'll give you 20 for scrap metal. The warhorse's optical sensors flickered, a pale blue glow that swept across the crowd before settling on Orla. For a moment, she could have sworn it was pleading. 100 credits, she said firmly. The auction house fell silent. Every alien eye turned toward the human woman in the worn leather jacket. The Thaxian trader chittered in disbelief. You can't be serious, human. That machine is finished. Look at it. Its motor cortex is fried, the gyroscopic stabilizers are shot, and that's just what we can see from here. 100 credits, Orla repeated, her green eyes never leaving the warhorse. The auctioneer, a blob like Quellen, quivered with surprise. Sold! To the human. Harry was elbow-deep in the warhorse's chassis when Orla returned to their workshop. The cramped space, wedged between a Valdrine noodle shop and a black market cybernetics dealer, was cluttered with salvaged parts and half-finished projects. You bought another one? Harry asked without looking up, his dark hair falling into his eyes. Orla, we can barely afford rent. Just look at him, Harry. She patted the warhorse's scarred armor plating. They were going to scrap him. A K9 Alpha. Do you know how rare these are now? Harry finally emerged from beneath the machine, wiping grease from his hands. His expression softened when he saw the damage. Jesus, what did they do to you, boy? The warhorse's head swiveled toward Harry's voice. Its optical sensors pulsed weakly. The Valdrine said it was pulled from a battlefield on Sigma 7, Orla explained. It's been sitting in their salvage yard for 2 years. They couldn't figure out how to interface with its combat protocols, so they just gave up. Harry ran his hand along the warhorse's flank, feeling the dents and scorch marks from plasma fire. The aliens always give up on our tech too quickly. They don't understand that human engineering isn't just about the machine. It's about the relationship between the machine and its handler. Can you fix him? Orla asked quietly. Harry smiled, the kind of smile that had gotten them into and out of trouble across 3 star systems. Can I fix him? Orla, I'm going to make him better than new. For 6 weeks, the workshop became a temple of resurrection. Harry spent his days reverse engineering the warhorse's neural network, while Orla scoured the black markets for compatible parts. The aliens who'd laughed at the auction now watched with curiosity as the 2 humans worked tirelessly, often through the night. Humans are strange, the Thaxian trader remarked to his colleague, watching through the workshop's grimy window. They form attachments to machines. Inefficient, the Krellian agreed. A broken tool should be discarded. But the humans understood something the aliens didn't. The K9 Alpha wasn't just a tool, it was a companion, a guardian, a piece of home forged in titanium and code. Harry discovered the core problem buried deep in the warhorse's matrix. Its bonding protocol had been severed when its original handler died. The machine had been trying to shut down ever since, its systems gradually failing from what could only be described as grief. Hey, boy, Harry whispered one night, his fingers dancing across the holographic interface. I know you miss them. Your first handler, but you're not alone anymore. He entered the final command sequence, and the warhorse's optical sensors blazed to life, no longer a dim blue, but a brilliant white. 3 months after the auction, Orla stood in the same Valdrine marketplace, but this time, she wasn't alone. The K9 Alpha moved beside her with fluid grace, its repaired leg now stronger than the others. Harry's modifications had transformed it, reinforced armor plating, upgraded sensors, and a newly designed power core that hummed with quiet efficiency. Alien merchant stopped and stared. The Thaxian trader approached cautiously, his mandibles clicking in disbelief. That's the broken machine from the auction. How did you? We didn't give up on him, Orla said simply, her hand resting on the warhorse's head. That's the difference between you and us. Harry emerged from a nearby shop carrying supplies. The warhorse's head immediately turned toward him, its tail, a articulated series of armor plates actually wagging. The Krellian merchant observed this with its cluster of eyes. The machine displays affection. I've never seen autonomous combat units behave this way. That's because you treat them like tools, Harry explained, scratching behind the warhorse's audio sensors. Humans learned a long time ago that the best weapons aren't just smart, they're loyal. They trust us and we trust them. The warhorse lowered its head, nuzzling against Harry's chest with surprising gentleness for a machine designed to tear through enemy lines. News of the resurrection spread through the Outer Rim stations. Other salvagers began bringing their broken human technology to the workshop, machines that alien engineers had declared irreparable. Each time Harry and Orla proved them wrong. The aliens had laughed at the broken warhorse. They'd called it scrap, worthless beyond saving, but humans understood something fundamental about their creations. Nothing was ever truly broken. Sometimes things just needed someone who refused to give up on them. As Orla and Harry walked through the marketplace with their mechanical companion, the K9 Alpha's optical sensors swept protectively around them. It had been saved by humans, and now it would spend the rest of its operational life returning the favor.